Hello, welcome to the first episode of the multiplayer version of War in the East. Once again, we're fighting for the side of justice for the Rodina. And we're going to go up against a real player this time. And already we can see that there's some big differences in the capabilities of human and the capabilities of the AI bots at the normal difficulty. So this is going to scale up the challenge of this game to 11. And we're jumping right here in the air turn portion of the turn. And immediately I want to start applying some of the lessons that I've learned in the computer playthrough. But the realities of our Air Force aren't really all that different. You know, we still have the need to pull back our Air Force and try to conserve what we can. So just like normal, I usually like to start from top to bottom. Just makes sense to me. And we'll just start moving some planes around. So we know eventually we're going to have to defend Pskov, and we know we're going to have to defend Leningrad. So we'll start by pulling back our air forces to these 3 air bases up here. We'll do planned transfers wherever possible. Okay, so we got 3 out of 4 out of there. If we resupply this, we might get the 4th. Yeah, so we got everyone out. That's wonderful. Let's see what we got here, the 7th. So we have 1 air wing here. We'll resupply him. And we'll get him out to another air base. Maybe these 2 here. I know that's going to waste some of our air miles, but I'd rather pull out and then, be relatively safe. We've got a couple other groups down here, and we will move them also up to this region here. Plan their transfer. Okay, that's good that they all moved. 61. Okay, those guys moved. We just want to make sure we're nowhere near the front line if we can avoid it. Because that's where he's most likely to bomb. And we'll probably put on an air superiority mission over this airfield too, just in case. So now here, our priority will probably be to try and at least slow the advance of the German forces by really just kind of hunkering down along this river line. You can see compared to the AI, he got a little bit further, but he definitely didn't penetrate as deeply with his infantry as the AI chose to. The AI moved up their infantry a lot more and actually encircled all of these units here. So that's nice. We got this whole group that we didn't have in our other game. All right, so this Western Recon group, we will move them way back. If we can. Let's see. What else do we have kind of near the front? Got a good amount of... I mean, we do kind of want to leave a few fighters around. But we want to get the bombers out if we can. All right, so... Let's see. The 74. Where are those guys? Are they under this command? Oh, they're under the 10th SAD. Okay. Okay, got them out. So this time we were actually able to get everyone out of our Minsk pocket in terms of planes. I don't know if that means he destroyed more planes or if the airfields just had more fuel left in them. Not sure why we were able to get everything out of there. I think I would assume it's probably because he destroyed more planes than the computer. Just looking here. Let's see, so air losses. We had 48. I could swear we had in the 5,000s. So maybe we lost less planes overall. He lost just about 600 planes, so that's a healthy amount. It's more than the computer lost. And obviously I lost an absolute ton of little groups, like these AA battalions and all these fortification battalions. But those are kind of, they're not even on the board for me, really. Let's see what he suffered in terms of vehicle losses. Mostly interested in Panzer IVs. He lost 5. He lost a few Panzer IIIs. Nothing major. He lost a couple Stugs. Really, his losses were extremely light. Now, that said, he did suffer almost 10,000 killed. So that's no small thing, but with all the advantages you get right off the bat as the Nazis, you really have to press your advantage as quickly as you can, which he did. All right, so what's interesting here is, will I be able to get anything out of this pocket? He advanced a little bit more aggressively than the AI did, so that's kind of interesting. But I think we're good in the north. Now in the south here, we probably are going to want to take these guys back a little bit more. Do we need to resupply? Oh, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. We'll just transfer them all to reserves, I guess. Everything got shot down or destroyed. Is it the same deal for these guys? No, they've got a few planes. Not many. He definitely did some work down here. So we're just going to go through and transfer out anything that we think we don't really need. I'll keep them. Let's transfer them back here, though. Lost a lot of bombers over here. Seems like he had a pretty good plan on how to deal with the bombers. But we still have a good amount of fighters, so can't complain. These guys already flew a lot, so we're going to rest them. Give them a turn off. These bombers are in pretty good shape. Maybe we can spread them out a bit, though. So I don't really have any plans for them right now. So just try to get them back out of here a little bit. See if I have any free construction units. I think I probably do. Not really. Oh well. You can see he really pushed down this tank division here. So he was very set on building this pocket up to the best of his abilities. I'm a little curious to see if there's anything behind here. Like if I could just potentially walk out, but I mean, even with that, I would still have to knock back one of these divisions, which I can't do. At least I can't do it with what I have here. So I think my best bet is to probably try to knock the security division back and then advance through here with whatever I can. Yeah. I think that's my best bet anyways. And then as for the Minsk pocket, obviously this is just going to get closed up pretty quickly. Let's just try to condense these guys to over here. Just moving some stuff around. These guys are extremely low. I mean, these ones can all be transferred out. They're all at 0. Just so many start out at 0. I should probably just use the commander's report to do all this rather than clicking through them all. Must be obnoxious to watch. Alright, so we'll set filter to ready aircraft 0 to 5. Something like that. And we will just send, oh, we want them all, the ones that are in on the map. "70 air groups." They must be out of air miles. Oh yeah, they've already moved. That's why they can't go. That's okay. I really can't believe I started another one of these games. Jesus. I'm a maniac. All right. Well, I think maybe I'll clean up the rest of this the next time. It's just a lot to go through in one go, and maybe I'll turn the recording back on when I execute the air turn, and we can just talk about it while it's running. But at least this gives you a feel for, we got to bounce around and see kind of what his overall strategy was. Obviously, he really prioritized trying to get a bigger chunk of my forces trapped in this pocket than the AI did. But really, it's 1, 2, 3 rifle divisions, a couple mountain divisions, 4 rifle divisions, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's still not a huge amount of troops. Is it brutal to lose the equivalent of six divisions? Yeah, but I really didn't save much more than that in my game, so the shape of the pocket doesn't matter. Now, the rapidity with which he was able to form the pocket, yeah. All it might have done is burn his troops out a little faster. I'm not sure if it's necessarily that much better. His position in the north isn't significantly different from what the AI did. And his push in the in-between region here is basically non-existent. He didn't really push out at all. He just kind of walked across the border, killed the border troops, but all he was able to do was walk across the border. He didn't try to make a breakthrough and push through motorized units at all. So that's a little bit different than what the AI was able to do. As for the Minsk pocket, I mean, it's a pretty simple setup. And he basically did the same exact thing, went up the rail line. And that's more than enough to do what you have to do. It's very simple to set up. He definitely killed a lot more in the northern Minsk pocket than the AI did. He forced things down further south. So what that does is it reduces the chances of breakout when you can cut the pocket in half like that right off the bat and just destroy the whole thing. So it speeds up the closing of the pocket. Because now this pocket is smaller than the one the AI left. It doesn't really change the reality of they're all dead. There's nothing you can do to get them out. Because the border for the pocket is like 6 tiles wide. So even if I had a strong unit, you'd have to fight their entire army. By the time you got there, the attrition would have taken hold. So I think overall in this campaign, I'm definitely going to really try to learn more about the air war. That's one of my big goals. And using all of the tools of the air war. Because so far in the AI campaign, we've really only done interdiction attacks, Haven't even been able to really use ground support. Like definitely not to the level that I want. And I want to learn more about how to keep operational losses to a minimum. I think both of us are very interested in the air war side of things, which is why I'm going to take my time and do it off camera. But it'll be interesting to see where his priorities lie versus where the AIs lie. I have a feeling, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I have a feeling he'll go straight up for to Leningrad and head to Leningrad through that route. Because frankly, I think it's an easier route terrain-wise than going through Pskov, but maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe he's just going to beeline for Pskov. Definitely seems possible, or potentially even likely. So if he does that, we'll be able to tell next turn which one he's doing. It doesn't make a huge difference either way because our forces are insufficient at Pskov to be able to stop him. So at best, we can just slow him down, kind of like what we did in our other turn. And I have really no clue what a human player does in the south. Once you're past Kiev, I mean. So we'll find out a lot about what the best strategies are. And we'll try to survive. That's our mission. All right, well, hopefully you found this first part of the multiplayer turn to be interesting. And we're probably going to play maybe a turn or two a week. Not going for a super fast pace. He is probably significantly more experienced than me at the game, so I assume he should be able to beat me handily. He claims it'll be over by Christmas. If it's over by Christmas, that's great, and we can start the campaign over again with some lessons learned, and he can help me debrief. And then we could maybe try a slightly faster paced, more turns per week kind of game. But this first one is just a learning experience more than anything. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. And hopefully I will see you back somewhere in the Great Patriotic War, whether it's in one of the multiplayer videos or single player. And we should have fun either way. So have a good day.